Hey kids, Jeff Whiting, your catcher guy, coming to you with another Random Tuesdays, and it's actually on a Tuesday. How random. Today's story is called The Cadaverist. I know that sounds spooky, but it's not, and don't worry, baby birds, Uncle Jeff's here. He'll protect you. Now, this takes place back in the day when I was still in college, I'd say the early 2000s. Now, I was in this class called Anatomy and Physiology, and in this class, there was a lot of cool dissections and stuff going on, and they tried to pair us up with like someone who was hands-on and then someone who was, I'll read the book, I'm a little shy. Well, I apparently was the ultimate hands-on person. They were like, okay, we need to give this guy someone who's not going to want to touch anything, and they did. He was a big guy. He's about 6'2". He's huge, and he hated everything that we were doing. He was only there because he wanted to be a chiropractor. It was sad that he had to go through this class, but he was there. So every dissection, he's always over here, this little book telling me stuff. And every now and then I'll be like, all right, hey, look at this real fast. Okay, good. Let's move on. You have to kind of see it so you can identify it later. And it was always a perfect little system. One day, we got to work on a cadaver, which is a dead person. For those people that don't know what that is, I know, a little spooky. But they donated their body to science, and I was science. So here we were. Now I'm diving in. Now my lab partner's, getting set up. He's doing his thing. And I'm in the forearm, and I'm playing with all the ligaments and the tendons. And I find out how to make the wrist do this pretty immediately. And I'm like, hey, check this out. Shouldn't have said it. And then I did the little wrist. And all of a sudden I hear, thump! And I didn't even have to turn around. I knew what happened. But I did turn around. And there he is. He's sleeping on the ground. He fainted. He couldn't handle just the sight of what was happening, to the point he was out cold. And by this point, this was the fifth time he's done it. So I knew where the smelling salt was, and we woke him up and he was good to go. And that was, the last time we actually were lab partners, because he couldn't do lab anymore. It was crazy. But there is a lesson to be learned. Actually, there's two lessons. Number one, know your role. If you're not ready to do something like that, don't get involved at all. And number two, every time someone says, hey, look at this, it's not always awesome. I'd say 8 out of 10 times it's going to be awesome. 2 out of 10 times you're going to see something you wish you never did, and no matter how many times you close your eyes, you can't make it go away. So, just know your role, and don't always look when someone tells you to. Thanks for stopping by and listening to the Catchery Guy. Have a wonderful rest of your day.